Hello everyone, Sal Hennig here. Oh, Friday night alone. But here we are, and you know what this means. Right now we're getting the pan clean. Just washing it a little. We haven't done dishes in a while. Oh boy, some of that's on there pretty good, isn't it? Oh boy, it's been a while since we've had to do dishes because we don't cook it much. But you know what it means when we're cleaning a pan and a plate, and maybe we're going to do a program about it. Oh, stay tuned for that. Oh boy, well, we got a pan out. We did some washing of it too, and oh boy, was that a chore. Oh, it had been so long since we'd done any cooking and decided maybe we should try something here. And look what I've got over here. Is that Hamburger Helper? Oh, that's one of my favorites. That is my favorite. That is my, you call it a comfort food, don't you? And look who's down here. He's been asking for some more dinner. That by now would be seconds or thirds, I think. Don't let him fool you. He's not a poor mistreated cat. Look at him. Huh? That's Titan, isn't it? Sal Hennig here. Oh, it's been so long. I even got a letter in the mail from somebody. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh boy, this right here's what I'm looking for, this ground beef. It's upside down, but don't let it fool you either. 80% good for you, that's enough. And we need some milk. Oh, this should be something. Oh boy. There's never enough counter space, is there? I just live in a little subsidized little single, what do you call it? A studio apartment, yes. There's just not much room to work, and I don't have one of those maids, I've told you before. Somebody sent me a letter a while back and said that we should, I wanted to see here if I need to put anything in the pan here first. I'll turn on a light up here. Look at this anyway. It says light, and we also need to turn the fan on. Oh boy, what's up in our cupboard too, huh? I don't know if we should put a little of this good Crisco oil in there. It's pure canola. That's good for you. Oh boy, let's try to twist this top off. Just put it under your arm if you have to, if you twist it off there. Oh boy, somebody sent me a letter and said they missed me. Said, how are you, Sal? You know, we really missed your program, and you haven't been cooking for a while. Are you in good health? You know. And they were encouraging me to do another episode there. We'll put that up there. Some Kickelman for another time. You know how I like that minute rice. Oh boy. Just get a little of that in there. Right in the saucepan. I'm going to just put a little water on my hand here after that one. Boy, it's sticky. Well, what I'm going to do is take this 1 pound of Kroger ground beef. I don't know if that's the best kind there is, but what we found and what was in the budget this week. It wasn't particularly cheap, I'll be honest. It'd been a long time since I'd bought some of it. I'm just going to open it up here, and I'm going to set down the camera for a moment while I do that. So I cut it on the top there, and then now I'm just cutting right along here on it. Now, this isn't restaurant quality health standards. This is just cooking for ourselves at home. Sal Hennig. I think people put a little too much concern into how clean their plates are and their pans. But we're going to take this out of here now. Always easier when you have two hands to work with. But we're just going to break these into pieces off of here and put it right in the saucepan. There's no real rhyme or reason. We're going to put the whole pound of it in there just like that, though. I just put it in little pieces, little balls. Look at how it's filling up there. That just means it took me a couple minutes away from the camera is all. Down here on this burner, this sure is hard to keep that clean. I'm just going to turn this on. We always go right about 7, don't we? And I'm going to keep put the rest of this burger in there. And then we'll get out a spoon. And oh, is that hard to clean? Oh boy, that had really had a lot of gunk on it. But we're going to use that to just stir it about. Whoa, look at the smoke coming off this burner too. Oh boy, that might start a smoke alarm, and it's very late at night here, 1 a.m. So I'm going to try a different one. This could be a problem. Oh boy, this could be a problem. Oh dear. Well, this could be a problem. Cooking with Sal first here. Is this burner better? I don't know. We'll try this one. Whoa. So I had that other burner on too. We'll try a low heat here, but this is just too filthy, and I think they all are. Boy, oh boy, some of that. I really need someone to come clean my apartment. Well, oh boy, well, just see here how I do this right. Just take a little ball of the stuff and get it right in there. Nothing to it. Oh, look at the smoke. Oh boy, we got a smoke alarm up there. It'll be going off in the 1 a.m. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Oh boy, look at that smoke too. This could be trouble. This might take a while. All we're trying to do here is brown the ground beef. Oh boy, I'm going to put the scissor away, just get that out of there. The whole place goes up in smoke. Don't need any scissors to be involved. Oh boy. Alright, well I'm going to set down the camera and just keep browning the beef here. Alright, there we are now. I got all the whole pound all in there. And we are going to take out our spoon here and just get it in there and stir it up. Oh boy, and I even gave a couple little nibbles of it to the boy down right there. He already ate it, don't worry. I didn't. Oh, he always has to get in here. Some people even ask about him when they see how I'm doing. Oh, it's hard to flip it, but we just kind of stir it about. You gotta try to get, if it's pink on top and brown on bottom, well, that's when you flip it about. Kind of hard to do. Oh yeah. Don't want to burn it too much. But you're just cooking for yourself, maybe somebody you love, not a big deal. If they don't like it, they can order out or fix a sandwich or something. Oh, I got invited over the other night for spaghetti. Somebody I know, real nice gal. But oh, by the time I was invited and by the time I could get there, it was going to be too late. And so I said to her, oh, I sure would like some Hamburger Helper. And she suggested that might be a fairly easy dish, really. And I don't know, I just got my hopes up and my hunger up, and I just decided I couldn't wait forever, you know. I didn't want to wait another 15 years or whatever to have this, so I decided to fix it. I don't move real fast on opportunity sometimes. Oh boy, sliding right off the burner here. Oh boy. We're using, this isn't metal here, this spoon. Some people have criticized me for using a metal fork on some of these pans that I have. And, oh boy, I don't have culinary training. This is a comfort food for me. I went over to another friend's place the other day. My good friend, he goes by the name World Renowned. And oh boy, we got together. He has a YouTube channel called The World Renowned Historian. He went to college for about 30 years to learn all about history. And he told me that why he had picked up some items so that we would have a feast. So on the way over, I stopped and got some fried chicken. just in case I wouldn't like whatever it was he had. But oh, he did well. We watched some old wrestling, and we worked on a video project. He's much better at videos than I am. And oh, we just had some good laughs and some good talks. And oh, he fixed pizza, and also a frozen pizza. You remember when we made a frozen pizza that one time? And if you haven't seen that yet, you certainly can. Look at that video. I made a tombstone pizza. I don't know what it was that he made, but it was pepperoni, just like I like. And he also had some boneless wings and mozzarella sticks with cheese in them. And oh, that was fantastic. Really, really was. So this says on the box to mess around with it for about 6 or 7 minutes. And what I think we want to do first really is just brown this ground beef. I don't know if it says on here. It really doesn't. Oh, it does say drainage. So after we get this brown, we're going to drain out the grease here. Oh boy, did I ever have trouble with my sink recently. I should have done a video on that too. I don't know though, with only, one hand to work with when you're filming. Stirring is one thing, but I did my first ever plumbing project on this sink. The water wasn't going down the drain. You see how it goes right down now? Well, maybe it does. I'm going to have to do another work on that. Oh, I have the stopper. That's because I was doing dishes. Oh, now it'll go right down. Well, I wanted to rinse my hand, but I shut off the water too soon. Well, underneath the sink, I watched a video on YouTube on how to unclog a drain, a sink drain, and oh, it was easy. I was able to do it even right under here. That can't really see it there, but black in the dark here, but there's a pipe under. You just undo it a little bit there, and oh, that was real simple. And you should have seen and smelt what came out of there. Oh, just all kinds of stuff. So now that I know how to do it, I'm not too worried about it if it gets a little gunked up from a little grease. We don't own the place anyway. We rent our apartment. But it was nice to not have to ask the maintenance man to come in and see that. Oh, it made me feel like a real big boy when I did that too. All right, well, we're going to get out the strainer, and boy, that was hard to get clean, and really didn't get very clean at all. And I'm just going to, I don't care. I'm going to take this thing here. This has some soapy water in it, some frying pan. All right. I'm just going to dump this right in there. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I don't know. All right. Good as nothing. And we'll just take this. Oh boy. And look at this go now. Right there. And oh, look at all the stuff that came out of it. I don't know what to do about that necessarily, but here we go. Woo, into there we go, and now we're dirty again. Just like that, just that fast that I just cleaned it, and now we're dirty again. That's why you don't work in a restaurant. Oh boy. Yeah. That's why you don't cook if you can help it. And then we have this business. I don't know how this will work out, but we're going to just see what happens here. Oh, in we go. Good enough, I don't know. Alright, don't touch that for a while. Now, what else do we have to do here? My favorite part is when it's done and you're eating it. Okay, so we browned that. Now we're going to add in some water, some milk, and some pasta. It says about 1.5 cups of water and 2 cups of milk. So we'll get out our measuring cup. Didn't clean that out, but that's good enough. Don't know. Oh boy. Alright, well, we will get that going here. I'll pour it in there and then dump it in. I'll show you. It says on there 1 cup, and so it calls for... It says 1 cup on our measuring cup. And alright, we're pouring in 1.5 cups. Oh my why this keeps giving me trouble, this phone I'm using. Okay, well, I'm trying to film my cooking this dinner here, but my phone is giving me troubles. Boy, oh boy, donations sure would be appreciated. I'm pouring one more cup here of milk because it called for 2. I don't know if, oh shit. Just poured milk on the burner that's on. I don't know if that's a great idea. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's milk. Don't cry over that. Don't cry over spilled milk, right? Well, oh boy. Yeah, the fire department in my neighborhood works around the clock. Okay. I always wonder if it'll be Betty or Al that'll come over. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's a reference to an old song, probably. Oh, Eddie Money died this morning. Oh, that was terrible. That was a shame. One of my favorites, with the 2 Tickets to Paradise and everything else he sang so nice. Just like Ronnie said, be my baby. Alright, well, we got that in there. And one of the most important things, something my mother used to forget once in a while, is you put the cheese, the sauce mix has to go in too. So let's go ahead and we're going to open that in just a moment here. Oh boy, we better find some napkins here and just out setting a fire, because that's on right there. We're just boiled buttermilk, I guess. It's not buttermilk, it's 2%. Oh boy, just try to mop that up a bit. I'm going to set this down again. And there's the sauce mix. Very important that you get that in the saucepan, and I'll get the rest of it in there here. That just giving you an idea how that works. And normally I stir it more as I'm going. I don't do it all at once. I'm going to move this back over onto the heat and even turn it up just a little bit. I'm going to stir it all together. Stir, 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 and that's a lot of stirring to do. And it says on here, bring it to a boil. Oh boy, it's going to have to boil up. Yes, it's going to boil. So we know that means that we're going to have the heat up just a little bit. I don't want it to be too crazy. 7 or 7.5. We're just going to mix it. I think it's really mixing quite well already. I usually mix it as I add each ingredient, or you know, but this time I just threw it all in and then mixed it. Probably just one and the same. It's all going to taste about the same. Real good too. Oh, stir, stir, stir. This isn't stir fry, but it's, I don't know what that means. Oh, some of the people that listen to my program are culinary chefs, and some of them, once in a while, they'll be a little uppity with me about something I say or do, but most of them say that I inspire them, one of them even said they took one of my suggestions, I think on my steak episode, and he works in a restaurant and was doing some of the way that I showed on there, I think with the cutting it into pieces. Somebody wrote me a letter, an anonymous letter, saying that they wanted me to do more cooking programs. They really missed me, and they asked me to do a dessert episode. And one thing I've said before is always eat your dessert before your dinner so you don't run out of room. But oh, it's been a long time since I fixed a dessert. Oh boy. Just stir it about here, and it'll start bubbling up here in a little bit. And when it does, we cover it, and we let it simmer for 12 minutes, it says. Stirring it occasionally, and it'll thicken right up, and then it'll be ready to eat. Oh boy. Smoke coming right off my spoon. It's from being in the hot water. Have you ever been in hot water? Oh boy, some of you that have been in relationships know what I mean by that. Oh, Titan down here, huh? Oh, he's looking a lot better and healthy. Oh, we get to that stage of life where you just never know. You're thankful for every day you have. Oh boy, 2019 I'm filming this. Friday the 13th was tonight, and it was a full moon too. Oh boy. Oh, I went to the McDonald's and got some French fries and a sausage biscuit, but I came home and, oh boy, decided to fix some of this still. I was going to do this earlier, but the cleaning project, oh, all these pans. Again, I don't have a maid or anyone. Just a young man in Portland, Oregon, cooking, living, hoping to get to do a lot more of it in my lifetime too. We always put the cap back on the milk, and the milk will go back in the refrigerator. It's good until the 26th, but I don't think it'll last that long. Oh, not with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's good cereal. I really like that. Oh boy. Let's see what we have up here anyway. Yeah, see? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, real cinnamon there. He looks like he's a little tentative about getting in the bowl. Some of his family probably. Oh, I had a big bowl of that earlier. It was in that bowl there. Oh, we stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. And we'll just keep mopping up here too as we go. I don't know how I did that. Come over here and just throw some of that right in the garbage. Oh boy. How have you been anyway, huh? It's been so long, and yet I just don't even know what to say, how to catch up. We missed the whole summer. It's pretty much come and gone. Of course, in Oregon we have many seasons. You think the summer's over, and before you know it, it heats right back up. And where you live, how many seasons do you have? Put it in the comment section below. Now, everyone will probably think they have 4, but you know what I mean. Some places don't experience the winters or some of the other seasons as much. Some seasons are longer than the 3 months. I've heard some people say they miss that, being places where they get all 4 seasons. Maybe they've moved away for a job or a lover. Oh, stir it up good. It should start boiling. I guess I could turn up the heat a little. I don't know where we are now, but I'll get it up to 8. Getting a little impatient maybe. Alright, we'll let it bubble up and boil and let it do that for just a little bit. Oh, I'm seeing just like the sign that there might be a fish coming by. There's no fish in here, but you know when you're fishing you see a little booble up that just maybe lets you know. Can you imagine if all of a sudden there were a whole bunch of fish in here? That would be scary. I don't do dope, so that's not going to happen to me. Somebody maybe on some of those drugs might have had something like that happen. In this case, it just means it's starting to boil. Oh boy. Oh, boil, boil, boil. You remember that singer from the talent show there, Susan Boyle? She was sure quite a surprise, wasn't she? A little later in life when she got really going. Really got her rear in gear and got even Simon Cowell to be amazed. Oh, stir it up good. Friday night, home alone. It's alright. Less likely to catch something contagious from this meal. Oh boy, some of those. I hear now Facebook has a dating program a friend of mine was telling me about. Let's Something I don't think I will check out. Sal Hennig probably won't be doing a dating program anytime soon. Oh, little Titan resting. Oh boy, oh, we're boobling up now, so that's going to be good. We're going to go ahead and I guess turn this down a little bit. We'll wait and let it boil for a second. And then it's supposed to just be at a simmer, it said. I'm turning it down now. I guess to about a 3, I don't know. And then you cover it, and oh, I don't know. I'll just put that on it. And let it do its trick. We're going to take off the lid occasionally and stir it. And that's how that'll work. Well, let's take a look here at how we're coming. I did stir it one time so far, but okay. It's always a challenge with this, I've told you before, one-hand business. Some of you probably are pretty good at just using one hand, but when it comes to cooking and filming, you know, one hand is on the camera and one hand is got to do all the other things. I saw somebody the other day, and I've seen it before, where they didn't have any hands at all, any arms, but they were able to use their feet for things like everything. They had a bicycle. They must have really been good at the no hands mom business. But they can type, they can use their phone, just using their toes, like as digits like fingers. Alright, so stir it and put that back on, the cover, the lid, and we just keep going. And again, this goes for about 12 minutes. I keep turning off the camera here just because there just isn't enough time on the phone for that business. But that's what's going on. I know it takes away some of our time to catch up and chat, and this isn't the most fun video that we've had before, but it's been a while, and I just wanted to fix a little something. Boy, was I hungry, I'll be honest. I'm looking forward to being able to put it on a plate. There's a plate in the rack there. Oh, what's in our thing here? Oh, Portland Antifa. Oh, that's that Antifa. Let's see, it says they punch white supremacists. Are they also helping Trump? And that's from our Willamette Week newspaper here, a weekly magazine here. And oh boy, they go on to have 9 pages in here. 9-page article here, all about the Antifa. Oh boy, yeah, let's celebrate those guys, huh? Oh boy, let's celebrate Antifa. Yeah, class act. There they are. They're doing a little cooking themselves outdoor. That's not a barbecue, folks. No, those are newspaper. I guess they didn't do that to the Willamette Week one, or Willamette Week might not celebrate them. Oh boy. Our goal is basically increase the cost of participation. Oh boy. Well, keep your goals. Keep your goals high and mighty. Oh, we're burning the American flag now. We're the good guys. Yeah, we don't play good protester, bad protester. No, certainly not. We just... Oh. Well, that's the end of it, I guess. But oh boy, that's from our newspapers. Sometimes I use them to line the litter box. It's Titan's toilet. Alright, well, we'll just keep stirring it about here. This is my comfort food. I ate this quite a bit as a young man, a young child, a kid, a growing human. Mom and Dad, and they knew that I really enjoyed it. It's getting real hot there, this cover, this lid. I've put on one of these funny gloves like the baseball players wear when they're running the bases now. They wear those oven mitts. Oh, there's a lot of things that could be better than they are. Get the spoon back out. Well, in the old days, we didn't have oven mitts on our base runners and all this shifting about. All this replay in baseball and football. the poor managers now don't even have a lot of reason to go out and argue, and they get tossed out just for show now, whereas before they sometimes had a legitimate gripe. Boy, oh boy, I'm getting excited for this though, let me tell you. Do you like sports or do you like girls? Don't kid yourself, I like both. Girls playing sports? Not as much as I used to. They're getting a little too ridiculous, wanting equal pay and all this business for... Sorry, ladies, I've supported your WNBA and your soccer business. Not so much the soccer, maybe the women's tennis. I prefer to men's for a number of reasons. One, being a heterosexual male, and two, the speed of the game, the style of play, the skirts. But I'll tell you this, they don't deserve the same amount of money as the men. Certainly not in, well, let's put it this way, in tennis, the women play 2 out of 3 sets, the men 3 out of 5. The revenue, I'm sure, is probably more in men's, but certainly in men's basketball, let's be frank. The men's NBA compared to WNBA, not only do they play a lot more games in the NBA, but all the revenue is so much more. So I'm a believer in quality, but I'm also very much a realist, that you have to be reasonable about things. It's not all equal. You get what you deserve, and that's what you deserve. Some people don't get what they deserve, and that is a problem. The suggested solutions aren't always what's really best. Oh boy, I went to the McDonald's the other day too, didn't I, and had some sausage biscuits. It's more of a budgetary reason than an enjoyment one. And they keep a little bit. I bought one tonight and put it in the fridge for tomorrow morning. Oh boy, must be just about time now. I think we're probably there. We'll take one more look at this, see if it's getting thick enough. On the box simmer and all this, and then you kind of remove, it doesn't even say in here to remove heat to let it thicken. That used to be a thing. Go ahead here and just stir it up. And I think for old time's sake, I'm going to remove it from the heat. I think it's getting thick enough. You know, it really thickens up on the plate too. So I think we're good to go. One thing you can do is either turn it all the way down to low or all the way off. I'm going to put it on low and hope I remember to turn it off later. Now this burner here was the one we were using earlier, but it's not very hot right now, so I think I can set that on there. And then you just move over the thing and just get a good spoonful of it and right on the plate. Oh, that's going to be great. And I'm probably going to eat the whole box in one setting because I don't want to wash a Tupperware container. Don't let it fool you. I'm hungry. Oh, this kind of food. I wonder on the box how many it says it would serve. Does it say? 5 servings per container. Okay. I'm not a competitive eater, but some things just don't make sense. Alright, that'll be enough to start. I'll just leave it like that, I guess. And then I think I kind of wiped off a fork. Oh boy, that could use some more wiping, I think. Yeah, I'll just put it in here a little bit. Oh, doesn't matter. We're gonna... It's just us. Alright, well, it's gonna be hot. Recommend you have a soda pop or something cold to drink with it. Look at the heat coming right off it, you know. It's not up to Chef Ramsay to decide tonight if it's good or bad. Just blow it a little. Oh, it takes me back. Oh, I'm 12 years old suddenly, and oh boy, I hope I don't have school tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Saturday. Mm, 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 mm-hmm. Oh, is that good? Oh, boy. Well, this has been Sal Hennig, and I hope the neighbors... I have a new neighbor. I had to call the police on her a little while back. She actually called the police to try to help her because... Hamburger Helper tonight, but to help her because there was screaming coming from her apartment, a female screaming, and I heard a male's voice as well. And I called the police, and well, when the police came, they had just exited, two women and a male, and they ran from the police. They ran from the police when the police said, "We're the police, kindly stop," and they ran. And then I come back from McDonald's. It was 2:30 in the morning, and the window was broken. They had dismantled it. And side note on that, though, is they have a ground level apartment like I do on a street, a city street, sidewalk by it. And the girl likes to have sex with not only the window be broken, but the curtains open. And oh boy, what a thing to try not to stand and look at too long. Is this ever good? Well, it's always nice to catch up, and I know we didn't talk about much tonight, but we did fix something to eat, and that's the purpose of the program, I guess. It's the way it burns your tongue and the roof of your mouth. That's part of the enjoyment of it. I recommend it being hot. And leftovers you can heat up in a microwave, I guess, if there are leftovers. All right, everyone. Well, for the tired Titan, you want to wake up and say, oh, of course you do. You want to say a quick goodbye, don't you, to your audience? Go back to sleep, honey. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, for the star of the show, Titan, this has been Sal Hennig. One more bite? Don't mind if I do. One more, too. Okay. See you next time. Oh, I did end up having some leftovers, and boy, were they good heated up the next day, too. Thanks for watching.